Being a manager is hard, okay? I'm just gonna leave it at that. Being a manager is hard. Just leave it at that. I don't want to hear anybody come for me when I tell you I don't do crazy looks like this because my hooded eyes ruin everything. Welcome, my name is Cassie. I hope you're having a good day or had a good day wherever you may be in this world. Today I am doing a one palette tutorial and I am giving you this look right here. The palette that I'm using today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina collection Mini Pro Pigment Volume 1 palette. It kind of is geared around Valentine's Day. It's got a few purple shades, but it's got a lot of pinks, and it may be intimidated to those of you who are not kind of familiar or comfortable with dabbling into pinks and purples, but it is a beautiful palette. I do go on a rant in the beginning of the video, so I do put a timestamp of when the tutorial starts. This will be my first Valentine's Day look. This is one palette Valentine's Day makeup look, and also just to let you know that my giveaway will end on Wednesday, so make sure that you are subscribed and you go ahead and watch that video. I will leave it up above so that way you can go watch it and you can enter my giveaway. It is a pretty good giveaway if I do say so myself, and I want to give whoever a chance to be able to enter if they wanted to. So make sure that you go ahead and do that. Make sure that you are subscribed if you haven't already, because it is free and we all love free things. It will not hurt you to hit that subscribe button. And I also upload twice, once on Wednesdays and once on Sundays. And yeah, we're gonna get right into the tutorial. I hope that you guys enjoy. Subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down below, and let's go. Okay, so I guess that this is just going to be done a little bit differently than what I did last year. Last year I had it planned out. I had a very predictable Valentine's Day look, which was very bare minimum, kind of like a winged eyeliner, and then I did a very pink look. I want to say I did 2 or 3 looks last year, and I really loved them. I really loved the outcome. I love the palette, which I don't think I've used since that day last year, and I really want to, but I don't want to be repetitive by using it this year. So I am going to use a new palette, which I do have thoughts on the brand as a whole with this palette, and it is going to be a one palette tutorial, but again, I will be using a shimmer glitter shade from this Anastasia bundle here. So if you don't have shimmer or anything like that, there is a shimmer shade in the palette that you can use. So anyways, I'm going to take this Rimmel Match Perfection 2-in-1 concealer, and this is what I literally always use for my primer. I do want to try using an eye primer. I just have not purchased any yet because I have a ton of concealers that I want to go through as my primer first. And I'm just going to set that with my Pretty Vulgar powder, the setting powder, with a random fluffy brush. It's literally like the brush I always use to set my lids, and I like setting my lids with translucent powder. The palette that I'm going to be using today is a palette that I did receive for Christmas. One of my employees bought it for me for Christmas, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina collection palette. Honestly, this palette did not sell well in my store at all. They don't even have a spot for it anymore. They're just in like a random spot, and this is the palette. I mean, it's different to me. It's a perfect Valentine's Day makeup eyeshadow palette. It's perfect for that. It doesn't really have a transition shade or anything like that, but I do have my thoughts on this brand as a whole and Norvina and everything she's doing. I think that they need to slow their roll. I'll put a timestamp above if you don't want to hear my ranting on this whole brand, because they came out with the Alyssa Edwards palette. Shortly after that, they came out with the Jackie Aina palette, and then shortly after that, they came out with the Carly Bible palette, and now they have the Amrezy palette. All within like a matter of 6 to 8 months that these palettes are coming out. Not to mention, they have the Sephora versions of these, which is like the Norvina collection, and they're a lot bigger. It's like, how, number one, how great of quality are these products if you're just throwing them out like they're nothing? Like, how long are you spending on these things? If I was Jackie Aina, I would be very salty because I feel as though her palette didn't get enough shine and time to be there before Carly Bible's went out. And then if I was Carly Bible, I would also be salty because I'm in the time frame of Jackie Aina's palette still being fairly exciting and new, and then Reezy comes out with her palette and it's like, it's just so much. This was like, we got this one around holiday, so I don't know if it was like a holiday collection or anything like that. I just know that they're doing way too much and it's becoming very overwhelming. I'm going to use the Luxie 121 mini tapered brush, and honestly, I'm going to dip into the shade A1. If you guys have not seen my one palette tutorial on the 35i Icy Fantasy palette from Morphe, go see it. I returned the palette, by the way. These shades are pretty pigmented. Zoeva 145 concealer blender brush, and I'm going to kind of just blend out that A1 shade. I'm going to take my Morphe M505 brush, and I'm going to dip in the shade B1, and I'm just going to put this on my outer corner and then in my crease. I'm going to take this Zoeva 227V soft definer brush and then dip into the shade B3. I feel like I'm playing bingo. And I'm going to put that where I have not put any shadow. But I think that this is definitely the perfect Valentine's Day palette. And then I'm going to take that Zoeva concealer brush and I'm going to blend those shades in the crease together. Okay, so if you don't have this Anastasia loose glitter kit, then I would be going in with the shade B2, which is this one right in the middle, and putting that shimmer all over my lid, or however I'm going to do it. I think I want to do like a winged out type of look. So I'm going to use the Snowfall loose glitter from Anastasia, and I'm going to use my Morphe M432 brush. It's kind of just like a flat brush, something you would use for liner, but I'm going to use that because I want this in a specific area. And then I take the Anastasia liquid adhesive. So I just realized that this stuff literally smells like perfume. It smells so good. That's actually cute, but you could barely even notice it. I'm kind of just stamping it on there and making it thick because I am going to apply lashes. I'm going to take this Jeffree Star Drug Lord lipstick, and I'm going to take a paintbrush, and this is Princeton Velvet Touch 3950 SP50. It's super tiny, and I'm just going to line the top of where that glitter is. And this is why I don't do this stuff. My eyes are too hooded to be doing anything extravagant. Okay, so I'm back to do my bottom lash line. I applied lashes, my foundation, all of that. The lipstick that I'm wearing is a Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade I'm Shook, and then I went and put Drug Lord in the middle and kind of just patted it out. So it is a little bit lighter than what it comes off to be in this bottle here. Also, I feel like normal people, but I'm not normal, would apply just a nude shade, but I went above and beyond and I applied a very pink shade. And I did just do a first impressions on this foundation. The foundation is already up. It is the Cover FX Power Play foundation. It is really, really good so far. I'm going to use this Moda Pro BMX 420 detail brush, and I'm going to dip into that shade A1, which is the first shade we used. And I'm going to put this from outer corner to inner corner. And that's all that I really want to apply for my bottom lash line. I don't want it to be insane. I don't want it to be something super crazy. I just want it to be enough because the lids already look good. They're a little bit out there, so I don't want this to take away anything from the look, and I definitely usually go overboard on my lower lash line, and I don't want to this time. I'm going to take the shade A2 with this Luxie Precision Crease Brush, and I'm going to put this in my inner corner. And I'm also going to put it underneath my brow bone, but right in the highest point, and then blend it out with my finger. Although I had my opinion at the beginning of this video, this palette is pretty good. I do just think that they need to slow it down a little bit. Number one, it's wasteful. Number two, it's overwhelming. Number three, it's expensive when I gotta buy a palette every other week. I don't have to, but I have to. Okay, so regarding my first Valentine's Day look, I think that it came out really nice. I definitely wanted to be a little bit more extra with it and apply heart and apply heartbeats, but I'm not going to do that. Maybe in my second one I will, but for this one, I just like the way that it looks. You can take it above and beyond a little bit, but I just didn't want to. I didn't want to ruin it. I didn't want to make it too extra. This is definitely something that I would wear out to dinner for Valentine's Day. I for sure think that this is a very simple, very easy Valentine's Day look to do. I guess it's not really the simplest, especially with that white liner that I use, because I have hooded eyes. So if you have hooded eyes or if you don't have hooded eyes, consider yourself lucky and blessed, because I have the hardest time doing extremely crazy looks, and that's the reason why I don't go out of my comfort zone with crazy looks, is because it ends up way up here and it ends up smudged and it just doesn't look good for me. But I try my best on this one. I really like it. I think that it's pretty classy. I think that it's a little bit out there for those of you that may not wear color all the time. The palette worked really well. But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you guys have a great Valentine's Day. And if you decide to try this look, let me know. Anyways, I will see you in my next video.
Baby girl, you got it, girl, you got it, girl. You got it, girl, you got it, girl. I don't wanna play no games, play no games. Fuck around, get my last name. Know you're tired of the same damn thing. That's okay, cause baby, you